明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって雨が降りそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の食上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが届いています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は天気が良くなってより寒くなるところがありそうなんです。お花見の方はお散歩をお願いします。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃からお天気が移りそうです。明日は雨の日が多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側中心の西側は広く雨が降りそうです。最近の日は今朝よりも低いところが多いでしょう。札幌から新潟にかけては冬です。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、関東から西の地域で20度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日にかけて
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からのです。ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな空気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって雨が降りそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の食上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが届いています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は天気が良くなってより寒くなるところがありそうなんです。お花見の方はお散歩をお願いします。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃からお天気が移りそうです。明日は雨の日が多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側中心の西側は広く雨が降りそうです。最近の日は今朝よりも低いところが多いでしょう。札幌から新潟にかけては冬です。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、関東から西の地域で20度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日にかけて
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からのです。
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you doing, guys? Let me know if the let me know if the sound is good. I have my original setup back. Let's fucking go. I'm happy. I'm excited. Oh, let me just put my shirt adjust. Look nicer. How are you doing, guys? Is everyone excited? Are you guys sad, angry because of Rabbi? Man, it's always the Jews. I'm kidding. Don't crucify me. Oh my god. This was a good one. Sorry, man. Um, Perfect sound. Good, man. Very good. Um, I'm happy. I'm happy. Started early. Well, no, actually, I started late. I didn't. I wasn't gonna stream tonight. I literally slept for like 30 to 45 minutes tonight. So I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here, and I will probably regret because I don't have a filter. Literally, yeah, I'm like when you're so tired that yeah, you can't go to sleep, right? You're just your mind is basically like fully working non-stop. Scott, welcome, sir. Welcome to the stream as usual. How are you doing? Some new faces around here, which is good. Sound is great. Perfect. Don't forget to smash the fucking like button, man. Smash it. You need to smash it. Perfect sound. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, sir. So today we'll be discussing not much, right? There's not much to discuss, just the Raiwa thing, I guess. And everybody were like, "Oh no, fucking crying and being like whiny and like little bitches," Why, man? Oh, I'm gonna complain. Obviously, you know that I like to complain, guys. It's my thing. I like to rant, point fingers, and say, "Hey, guys." Although I do those exact same things sometimes. I know it is what it is, but in my honest opinion, it's pointless. Just like pointless to go there and like give them a 1-star rating. It's actually unhelpful for future because you're just like destroying the bridge, right? Any potential bridge with Rabbi or uh, you know dbank, which like I never use Rabbi, but dbank, yeah, sure, it's a nice app, right? So yeah, kind of. I think it was kind of pointless to uh, you know to wage a war against them. Honestly, it's like it because I think, at least from my perspective, it could be something technical, right? In the sense that because we are so special, because Pulsechain is so special, we did a system state fork. Um, I mean, it's not the same thing as just an EVM, right? Because the contracts are actually the same. So DAI and pDAI, right? The whole thing with them is basically because they have the exactly same address. So for them, it's not that easy to manage. It's kind of out of the box, right? So yeah, man, I don't think that we need to just go on the tech when there's no need, right? I think it was a technical decision, not related to any pDAI drum. I think the pDAI drum might have helped in the sense it made things more confusing for them, right? But yeah, I think it was more of a technical thing than just not liking Pulsechain. Because I'm sure they like the engagement, right? Well, not now. Now they probably don't like us anymore. Yes, welcome to Pulsechain. We are retarded. Yes, we are the retarded chain. And once more, we proved it. So congrats to us. We're awesome. We're still the #1 most retarded chain with the most retarded people. Me included, obviously. Me included. I'm included. I'm not special, right? I'm not special. I include myself in this, like in this, the group is special, right? In this special group of retarded people. So it is what it is. It's my choice, I guess. But indeed, we are retarded. The #1 retarded chain, and that will be a feature. Right now, you might think that I'm ranting or that I'm angry. No. Don't get me wrong. This is actually a very, very top-notch quality feature that we are retarded, and you'll understand. Even if you don't understand it by now, eventually you will, right? When the money comes, we will rock because we are so fucking retarded and just crazy people in general. It is what it is. It is what it is. When you have like the founder of something and like the main dev of something telling you, look, this thing was exploited, and there's like a group of people that are like, no, I refuse to listen to you because I'm sure you're tricking me. What else? It's like, and I'm not against pDAI. Like, don't take me again. Don't twist my words. I'm just describing the situation, right? And it's awesome. It's crazy. Like I never expected this. So, would I like expected Somi to be this warrior, right? With this pDAI warrior that's that wants to go down with the ship, right? The captain, the true captain. No, I would never. And that is why Pulsechain is so awesome, right? One of the reasons, right? This is one of the reasons. So yes, uh, yeah. If there was a crypto in special Olympics, yes, exactly, we would win that. We would win, and yeah, it's just part of our game, I guess. It's just part of our game that we are a little bit crazier than usual. So not in a bad. This is not a bad thing. Like we'll see, guys. When the money comes, when the market starts to pump, we will be rewarded for being the max retarded, because like the max retarded people are like, they make the worst decisions, but the worst decisions are like can be very good decisions, right? They might seem very stupid like at that specific moment in time, like for example buying pDAI right now, for example, right? But in a few months it can look like, oh my god, like, how could I have not seen that, right? So it could be one of those situations, I guess, right? And this applies to many other things, right? Like the RH memes, for example, which is even more obvious in my opinion, right? And nobody cares right now. Nobody gives a shit, which is also expected, right? Because we're in a downturn. Everybody's sad and angry. We're getting rugged by a rabbi, so by wallets, which is insane. It's amazing. Ivan is hating on us constantly. I've heard. I haven't watched his streams in a long time, but yes, I heard he's bashing on us. So it's good publicity, I guess. It's good publicity that we're. I mean, like imagine being in crypto. And there's nothing interesting happening that you kind of need to come to Pulsechain and see that we're like going for a copy of DAI, right? Like is crypto outside of Pulsechain so uninteresting? Is it? Because it seems so. It seems that they're forced to come here because everything else is kind of boring and uninteresting. Like nobody gives a shit. So yeah, just my opinion, right? That's what it seems. So I am extremely bullish on Pulsechain. Believe it or not, guys. Believe it or not. Now, of course, my bullishness has different degrees. As we've seen yesterday, there's different degrees of bullishness. I have to be honest, right? It's like, when Hexicans tell you, oh, the best strategy is to just like stake. Sure, I mean, if you don't mind, like, just doing the same thing, like, for example, a staking ladder, right? Like staking like a certain amount, like every year, right? For the next 15 years. Sure, if you don't want to think about things, that's a good strategy, right? If you don't like to think, it's just do the same thing and just like hope for the best. But if you want to make like, money like properly, you want to time the market. That's how everybody else does it, right? So you want to be as liquid as possible and not staked. I'm just telling you the truth, right? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not saying that I'll do that. I'm just telling you the factual things. If you go back in time and see who made the most money, it's not the people who were staked like forever, right? It were the people who were the most liquid because they could sell. So it's just a fact, right? It's just a fact. That's why I'm telling. That's why my slogan, let's say, is new is always better, because like up until now this has been like empiric scientific evidence. New is always fucking better. That's it. There's like this is a fact. This is an absolute fact. It's a fact. New things tend to pump much harder than like old things. It's common knowledge, I guess, right? It's common knowledge. You can call it marginal gains, like whatever you want to call it, right? It's the same thought process, right? So it is what it is. I don't make the rules. We just play the game by the rules that are set, and it's a market setting rules. The market might change at some point, right? It might change the direction and decide. It's the old things that matter the most. So I don't know, but right now it doesn't seem like it. Yes, so guys, that's why I focus my attention right now into the RH memes, because whether I like it or not, that doesn't matter. It is what will probably pump the most in the next season, let's say couple of months, until the end of the year, whatever, right? Until the next pump ends, right? Like it hasn't even started, right? So when it starts, like until it ends, it will probably the asset class one of the asset classes within Pulsechain that will pump the highest, only because it's new. So it will have more attention, more eyes on it, less liquidity, etc., etc., etc. So more volatility, right? Basically, yes. That's why I think I would like, at least my focus is on new things, right? It doesn't mean that I sell the old things, that I don't care about the old things, but my focus in terms of where will I, deposit more attention, it's on the new things. Obviously, I don't want to miss that boat, yeah. And I think it's a mistake, right, not to be exposed at least a little bit to new things, right? Because you are actually challenging yourself, which is good. It's like, for example, I'd say that new is always better, right? But I don't do that. I don't only go for new is always better. I challenge my worldview. I actually have X. I actually have Ink. I actually have Pulse and PulseX, etc. So I have assets that challenge my worldview, and that's one thing that people actually don't do. They go all in something that they believe in. That's not smart. Not smart at all. You should challenge your own worldview, right? Even if it's with a very small amount, but challenge yourself, right? Because you could be betting on the wrong horse, right? Yeah. And bros, I don't follow this advice like often, right? So it's like talking about this is so easy, but then doing this, it's harder than it looks, right? Not moving every other asset from every other chain into Pulsechain, right? For example, or not converting everything into Pulsechain tokens. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes it's easy talking about it, but then not doing it, it's actually hard. Why should I keep like all those other shit coins if I can just buy more Hex and more Pulse, etc., right? Yeah, but sometimes it's good to have a little bit of your foot outside, right? Just in case. Just remember the just in case bags. It's just the same. It's the same logic, right? People call it retarded, but it's not retarded. It's good to have a just in case bag, just in case. So yeah, what's up, TS Pedro? How are you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. As usual, you're like a regular already, so welcome, sir. Yeah, man. So today we're talking about the fact that people like to complain and like do weird things, like go downvote wallet because they decided not to support the Pulsechain network anymore. And it was like everything related to that was purely speculation, right? They didn't really give us a reason, right? They just said that they were gonna stop supporting Pulsechain. So everybody speculated that it was due to the pDAI drama, right? But again, in my opinion, it could be something else, something more simple that's related to technical complications, let's say, or prone to error stuff. I could be wrong, obviously, and it could be everything related to pDAI, right? I'm kidding. When some influencers were like, "Oh, look at the Pulse and Hex charts. Look, they're going down for 3 years because of pDAI." Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! How retarded are these people, man? Again, we're the retarded chain, so that is to be expected. So like actually here is if you see something that's reasonable, like don't it will probably not work. It needs to be unreasonable and crazy. If it is, then it ticks all the boxes. So that's the decision making process within Pulsechain, I guess. Which it's just part of our game. It's just part of our game. Yes, so now I have 2 screens to look at. I'll need to figure this out, like in a sense. Sorry guys, tonight you need to endure this because I literally only slept like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, so I'm like completely destroyed. And I'm up from like 8 a.m. So yes, I'm knackered, I'm destroyed, but I'm still here. I'm still sharing. I'm not gonna call this alpha. This is not alpha. This is just fucking pure ranting, right? Just pure ranting, that's it. But I need that, guys. Sometimes I do deserve my little break, just my rant. You endure it for a little while, and then we discuss some stuff that could be alpha, right? Potentially. Not this is not alpha, just ranting. But I need to figure this out because I think it would be nice if I could set up because I have the other webcam, right? So if I can set it up like I used to do in the previous episodes, right, on my other laptop, I could have like two cameras, right, like working in different screens, so I could do like this shot thing, that's cool. I'll try that for the next episode if I remember, but I think I will. So yes, I got my laptop fixed. That's good news for me. It's working now. It's all the parts came and it's perfect. So it's working as expected. I have my normal setup and I'm happy with that. I missed my old laptop. It's old, but I like it. You just get used to things. You know it is, guys. You know how it is. All right, so let me see what I don't have anything today, right? In terms of should we? Yeah, maybe we can do a very quick review of the yesterday stuff, right? This stuff, yay! So before we go into the coins, into the market section, into the Twitter section, into the drama, let's just review very quickly what I've been discussing, since the beginning, let's say, of the podcast. So what I think is important, right? What I think is important, in my opinion. So in terms of narratives, memes, RH cores, and products, right? And products, it can be, other stuff. It can be other stuff like meme coins or actual products like piri or the matter, like stuff outside RH. That's why I'm gonna put a different name here just to make it more clear. Then within the memes, which is my top pick, let's say my top pick for the season so far, we have different ones, right? Different categories, let's say, and I like to split them by attention, FUD, and the wildcard, right? And the attention is the ones that are capturing most of the attention. You can see that by liquidity, for example, or by the number of likes on deck screener, stuff like that, right? And the FUD is the same thing. If you like, and we did that exercise on a live session here, which is go check the number of red flags on DAI meme coin versus pDAI, and you'll be like, damn, really? I did not expect that, because DAI, the meme coin, has more red flags and more I'm not sure if poopy icons, but red flags it does, so which is crazy. It's crazy. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna buy so much of this, and I did. And that was my decision making process, literally. That it had like way too many red flags for just a meme coin. I was like, okay, it's hated. The pDAI guys hate this. Everybody hates this, so I'm gonna buy. That's it. Same goes for this hex, for example, the BitcoinHEX, because same ticker, and the hexagons are like, no, it's not. There's no utility, bleh, and they cry. So I bought Batan, obviously, and the best, because like who says that Richard is the best? Have you seen the charts right now? Have you seen the charts lately? So nobody's calling him the best. So obviously I had to buy shit tons, because I think this one day will actually surpass most, because this will be the strongest narrative when Richard becomes the best, right? Again, so you'll tweet that he's the best. Like I can already see it, right? I can already see the tweets in 6 months from now. So that's why I'm buying this, because I think this will pump a lot, right? And then the wildcards, right? Trump, Elon, XRP, Bitcoin, could add Ethereum, could add like any of the other ones that you like, right? It's a wildcard. So I just added my favorite, which are Politify, and brands that people know, right? And that can pump, right? XRP, like it has the XRP crazy army, and I think we can use this one to compete, right? So our XRP is better, right? Like ADA, and I think they'll get triggered at some point, right? And the maxis, Bitcoin maxis too, right? They will get extremely triggered. So yeah, that's why. Now then we moved into the global risk reward. And what's this? This is just an analysis of not an analysis, this is just to give you a perspective of where you are, right, in the global panorama, right, of risk reward. Because sometimes we're like, oh, you should only be into cores because they're not risky, blah, blah, blah. Sure, but like, let's take things into perspective, right? In the global scenario, right, like Bitcoin is actually not risky, right? Ethereum, like, less, and it has, like, because it's not as risky, it doesn't have, like, that much of a reward of gains, right? It has baby gains, right? Ethereum, like, a little bit more gains and a little more risk, and then, like, you understand the scale, right? It's rewards and it's risk, right? So the higher the reward, the higher the risk, obviously. And you can see that Pulsechain is already on the end of the line, end of the sorry, I forgot the name, the end of the chart basically, meaning that it's high risk, high reward, like kind of play basically. But within Pulsechain, we have our own risk to reward, you know, ratios, right? Groups. Okay. Sorry, yeah, my English will be broken and my thought process will be broken. You have to accept that. Sorry, and we'll just have to endure it. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate your efforts. But anyways, so within our own ecosystem, we have these, you know, personal risk to reward groups, right? And like, let's say the most risky, where you can get the most reward right now, as I see it, like, it will be pDAI, right? Then we have the non-RH memes, right? Because they're non-RH, so they're way more risky. And then you have the RH memes, and then the cores, right? And I'm sure you could do your own, like make it different, obviously, but this is just my perspective. And like my goal is not to tell you that this is the correct thing, like with these specific tokens. It's just the idea, right? So that you can abstract this and create your own, right? But yeah, and why do I think this is important? Is because sometimes I think we kind of get lost, right? And I think, you know, at least here I kind of like to bring us back, you know, so that you understand, if you only hold Pulse or PLSX, or, you know, you're already on the high end of the spectrum, right? High end of the spectrum in terms of risk to reward, right? If you hold pDAI and like meme coins and like non-RH tokens, then you are like on the far end of the spectrum, right? So just be aware, because this is, I think, at least this is how I see it personally, right? So obviously when people are like expecting Hex to do as many Hexes as did in the past, guys, we just have to accept reality, which is that will probably not happen, right? It's gonna pump a lot, it's gonna go like, you know, higher than its prior all-time high, but it's not gonna go like 10,000x. And why did I update my worldview? Only for one reason, because now there's way more coins, right? There's way more coins, so the energy is a little bit distributed. It's not bad, it's actually a good thing, because a lot of different coins will do many X's, right? And that's good. That's actually, I think it's even better, right? It's even better because yes, although you kind of lower maybe the bar in terms of X's, maybe not, right? But that's how I see it, right? But you kind of disperse it through more coins. I don't think that's a bad thing, actually, that because we will make, you know, lots of different groups of, you know, market participants satisfied, and I think that's going to be awesome. That's how we'll keep, in my opinion, the chain going, right, and attracting, you know, more people into these different narratives within Pulsechain, right? Because like at some point we'll realize that, you know, it's kind of good that we have different narratives, and instead of infighting and just calling each other scammers all the time, we'll be like, okay, maybe the pDAI guys are not so bad, or they don't want the chain to die, and the pDAI guys will be like, oh, maybe the RH cores are not like, you know, just maxis haters, they just want less volatility for the assets that they buy. Or we see what I mean, right? Maybe we'll kind of understand each other like better, because at least that's my hope, right? It doesn't need to be now, but at some point in the future, right? I hope not to you know, far away in the future, right? I hope we'll see. I think it's kind of related to prices anyways, right? So if prices pump, we'll get along better, right? That's how it usually goes. But yeah, this was just to recapitulate on the stuff that we spoke yesterday, sorry. Now let me get back to my main camera and let me share here on my other laptop. Oh, but before I do that, sorry, I do need to, you know, guys, we need to play the commercials, guys. Oh, wait, do they appear here on the other one, or this? Interesting. Do they appear? They should appear. Yes, they appear here. Perfect. Okay. So yes, they appear here, the commercials. But let me just delete these two, because there's like two screens here that are doing nothing. They're just taking up the space, and I don't like that. It makes things confusing. Sorry guys. Now I have the two cameras thing. That's why I need to input the other camera, right? That's why, guys. Anyways. All right, let me change the screens again. Boom, we're back. So basically, yes, we can go now. We can go now because we've played the first commercial, and that means I gotta get to it. I'm gonna eat soon, get my tasty sweet piri piris, and fill my belly. Oh yes. Okay, let me share the screen here. No, maybe I'll share on this one. Yeah. No, wait. No, I'll share on that one. Yeah, sorry. Should be this one, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's this one. Perfect. Let's start with the prices, I guess. Yeah. Let's start with the prices. Yeah. Oops. Whoopsie. All right. Sorry guys, I'm just adjusting here. Sorry, bear with me. There we go. Now it's okay. Now it's a little bit better, I guess. Now it's a little bit better. So, alright, not much pumping in terms of what are we looking at? Memes. Alright, we're watching the memes now. Yeah, not much pumping. So let's see what's. So it was PLSX still pumping a little bit today. Not bad. Still holding here, but you know, guys, it kind of depends on how the other things go too, right? Let's take that. Then we won't be spending too much time tonight, right? Because bear is pumping a lot. Glad I did not sell my bear. Tiny pump, but it needs to start somewhere, so it's a good sign. Let's see if it can keep going, right? It's still too early, we still don't know, but it looks good. DAI, of course, as usual, does not disappoint. DAI never disappoints, so amazing. There we go. Let's zoom in this son of a bitch, and yeah, it looks good. We'll see if we can keep going. But guys, don't forget that so far this has been like the down. Now it kind of seems that it's finally ranging, and then we'll see. But it's early. It's a good entry, right? If you believe, it's a good entry. If you believe. Most likely you're giving money to a Vietnamese dong. So FYY. But it's your money, man. Do whatever you want. I don't care. So what else? Oh man, my kid is crazy tonight, so we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna have a nice night. Yes, he's waking up a lot. Maybe it's the teeth, you know. It's teeth season. So if you have kids, you understand what I mean. All right, it's going up to. It looks good. WBTC, nice. Just like pDAI, right? It kind of follows pDAI, so yeah. And what else? My lady, but X555. It's still Gigas coin. It's still holding. All right, we'll see if it continues. All right, we'll see. We'll see. PLSX. Okay. Right, let's see if it can move back up. Yeah, but right now it's everything is kind of like, just ranging, just waiting to see if anything happens. Let's just take a look at most. All right, not much is going on here. Just ranging here. Could be a great entry point. It looks like it wants to go up, right? Most. So, I mean, yeah, it does look like it. If it could, if it can claim like this range right here, that would be great. That would be very nice. Close to 0.01, 1 cent. Oh, sorry, 10 cents, 1 cent, sorry, 10 cents. Yeah, that would be good. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Fugly. Oops. Pedro, if as a general rule, new is better and pumps harder, yes, sir, it does. One PLS does outperform eHEX this cycle. Yes, they should. By that rule, they should. But that's what I'm telling you. This doesn't apply to everything, right? And there are conditions that might change that. Like for example, the eHEX is a great question because eHEX is now it's kind of the one with the least liquidity, the one that was dumped the most. So it could in those it could change, right? It could be different, and there's obviously many paths where for example eHEX can pump harder than for example newer coins, right? But yeah, but we need not to forget that these coins are new, but they are cycle one coins in the sense that they were released still in the current bull run, but they were released almost 3 years ago, right? 2 years ago, 3 years ago. When was it? 2023. Yeah, 2 years ago. So in that sense, right, they are new, but they're not extremely new, right? Like the memes, for example, that are 2025. So I think it will also be related to that, liquidity, and obviously who are the buyers, right? We'll see, because if we have a lot of buyers for eHEX, then yeah, it can pump a lot, right? It can pump a lot. The liquidity is very thin, and I've stated my case for eHEX, right? I think there will be a lot of buyers in Ethereum for that. So yes, sir, Teddy Bear is on, sir. We already went through Teddy, sir. Tech Dude, Teddy is on fire. He's pumping a lot, and I like that. So, well done, Teddy Bear. Please keep pumping. Please keep pumping, because that helps my portfolio. So yes, keep going. Yeah, guys. But anyways, in terms of coins, there's not many news, right? AD is pumping a lot in the past 6 hours. Nice. Let me just see what's going on with ADA. It deserves some attention. Oof, not much, right? Oops. It's still just recovering, right? Just recovering from this big dip. We'll see. I might start the pump now. And look at this. Oof, I love it. All right. Yeah, I think in terms of charts, that's it. Let me stop sharing here. And I think tonight I'm not even going to Twitter. You know why? Because there's not much going on. Everybody's just talking about Rabbi, so pointless. It will just see people complaining about Rabbi, and that's I don't have patience for that, guys. Sorry, no patience for that. Zero. Like, don't complain. We can build stuff or support the things that we have. That's it. Just move on. Just move on. It's not that they hate us or they're just a company, right? Making the decision. We don't need to, care, right? Maybe one day they'll change their minds, like Uniswap, right? It didn't make any difference that we were attacking Uniswap all the time, at the end of the day, literally we kind of helped them, gave them like views, right? And they never responded, they didn't care. So at the end of the day, it changed because of the SEC thing, most likely. So it's good that we make noise, but sometimes it's just like it doesn't really matter, right? Tech Dude says debank rabbi down, Pulsechain is so get kept and shows how much upside opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Like we can go lower, right? But like, does it matter? Like, if you go lower, we'll just buy harder, right? That's the point. And I agree, it's gate kept, which is also due to the whether we like it or not. This is a fact. It's due to how Richard speaks and how he behaves. It's not that he's wrong, all right. It's just how he does things. It kind of pushes some people to not like him, right? And that probably doesn't help. I'm not criticizing him, right? I'm just stating what it is. And we had to do with a lot of that when we know that, right? So like we might want to change our attitude now, just for one reason, because now we're not one token anymore. And again, a lot of OGs are stuck on that mentality, right? And that's not a good thing, in my opinion. It's not just about one token, it's about an entire chain. And so we need a different approach, in my opinion. I think we need a less defensive approach, right? That's what I think. We can still meme, we can still make fun, right? But maybe not in a defensive way, right? Especially because, like, what do you have to brag now, right? Oh, X did a 10,000x, like nobody cares. That was like ages ago. That was one cycle ago, and nobody remembers that anymore, right? So yeah, we need to be a little bit less. I'm again, like, the words are slipping my tongue today, guys. I'm sorry. It's like I'm just tired. We need to be a little bit more humble. That's what I mean. Especially now, man. Especially now. While the prices are not pumping. When they pump, we can be braggy and like call everybody stupid, and you know the deal. But when the prices are not pumping, we need to be chill, cool, and like just play it cool, not care, basically. And try to attract people, like look at this opportunity, etc. Like, don't look desperate. Don't look like, oh, we're gonna give you 1-star rating because we're mean. That doesn't look good, bro. That just looks like you look like a fucking nerd, bro. Don't do that. You know what cool people do? They ignore stuff. They move on. They're like, okay, bro, I give a shit. I'm better than that, and they just move on. That's what cool people do, man. So let's do what cool people do. Let's be a cool chain, retarded cool chain. That's a cool thing. We can be retarded but cool. That's an important feature, right? Because people want to go where the cool kids are, right? Not where the nerds, like idiots people are. Nobody gives a shit about that. So yeah, and I think we do have cool people here. That's why I support people that either block me or like other people don't like. It doesn't matter if I think that they have some sort of benefit, right? If they're cool, and if not, they're like retarded, but not, if they're retarded in a good way, right? When I say retarded, is that they have their own narrative and their own way of doing things, right? That people like. I just like to support those guys, right? Because I know that at the end of the day, it will be good for all of us. So yeah, that's my perspective. No problem, tech dude, man. No need to apologize, sir. Did you discuss your thoughts on Maria? She benevolent? No, actually, I haven't spoken about Maria in a long time. Yeah, I don't care about Maria, man. Like, I take things for what they are. I don't play the what he's saying, right? I play the what he's doing kind of game, right? And what he's doing is he sold most, right? A couple million, I guess. So and he jitted out. I'm not saying he's a scammer, right? He's like, he built the tokens, he built the ecosystem, and so he's entitled to do whatever the fuck he wants. But does he have good intentions? No, obviously not, right? That's just a fact, because that's what I did, right? Oh, I'm gonna like bring back 20k. Okay, congratulations. I don't give a shit about the 20k, right? That means nothing. So like prove me wrong, right? I hope I'm wrong, because I really want to be wrong. Obviously, right? But I look at things as they are. I don't try to like overcomplicate things and try to find analogies. And like, I was on the YouTube channels looking at the guy who wrote, and it made no sense. Like, it's nonsense, right? Like, his goal is not to be clear and objective. So like, and anybody can do that. Anybody can be crazy and speak crazy things like nonsense. But and like, anybody can be objective too, right? So he had the goal, and I don't like, the goal was to be crazy, right? And to say stuff that makes no sense at all, right? And then sell everything. So you can take that information and say, oh, but I think there's good intentions in there. Okay, I respect that. I don't think there are. I think the intentions were what they're showing, and it's like, I built something, did not work, I cheated out, that's it. It's like the pDAI thing, right? It's not hate when I say that, I'm not bullish in the sense that the founder saying is, don't buy this because it's kind of exploited. The main dev is like, look, this is exploited, and the people refuse to just look to believe that it was exploited, because they're like, oh my god, how could the Vietnamese guy trick the best devs in the world? Because he did. Because it happened, because shit happens, and we gotta deal with it. And it's saying that that's impossible, it's not dealing with it, in my opinion. It's just like, you don't actually want to deal with it. You want to refuse to see the things that are in front of you, which is fine, man. I'm not saying this as an attack, right? That's fine, if it's just my opinion, right? And I do support pDAI, the narrative. I think the narrative extremely cool. I think it's kind of dead now just because of this, but if it's fixed, and if you kind of find a solution somehow, blah, 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 all that stuff, awesome, even better, right? I'm not saying this because I want pDAI to die, or the narrative to die. Obviously, I would absolutely love the opposite, man. Because I first, because I have pDAI. Second, because it would make the whole chain much more valuable. So like if you have somebody that says that pDAI was bad for the ecosystem, like bad, the idea was bad, they're fucking stupid. They don't know what they're saying. Literally, they're idiots. So just like mute them, ignore them. You don't need to listen to them, right? If you have somebody saying that, oh, look at this narrative, this pDAI narrative doesn't work now because like there's this issue, then it's okay, right? Then you maybe listen to them, because they're not attacking the idea. They're just saying like, look, there's a issue here. It's not that the issue is gonna kill the idea, but there's an issue. You cannot just ignore it and say, oh, there's no issue, it's RH, or like, you have no fucking proofs. And look, you actually, in that sense, it's actually the opposite. Like a lot of the pDAI leadership, like Dan Aaron and Decentralized Me, a lot of things, like most things that they said so far, have been wrong, like since the beginning. So like it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not saying like that the narrative is bad or good. I'm just saying that those guys promoted a lot of bullshit that did not happen. It did not work like they said that it would, right? This is a fact. Whether you like it or you don't like it, I don't care. This is a fact, right? So, and look, I loved the pDAI. I think the narrative was amazing, like so fucking strong and beautiful. And man, I wish we did not have that issue, right? That's what I wish, but it seems like somebody found a way to extract value from it, right? Because of the Oracle things. And we can ignore and say, oh look, but how could RH be tricked by, well, this is like very complex stuff that, look, people were buying pDAI for like 2 years and they did not understand anything of it. They knew it was a stablecoin, but did they know how MakerDAO worked? No, absolutely fucking not. So I'm not criticizing. This is like expected because nobody knows. It's so fucking complicated. Do you think I know? Do you think I know all the fucking auctions and when they're triggered? No, bros. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Now I know a little bit more because I kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out to see if I can take advantage of this kind of exploit thing. But I did not know everything by heart. Obviously not, bros. It's like, it's insane to say that I did. Nobody did, right? So it is what it is. Everybody knew how it worked. Everybody understood the mechanics, but like the specifics, I'm sure they did not. Nobody knew. Nobody was like digging and using, etc., and trying to do liquidations on that, etc. So people did not really know how this worked up until like recently. So I do love the idea. I think now there's an issue, especially when you have the founder and the fucking main dev saying, oh look, there's an issue. I understand. You can say, oh, but they're just playing 10D chess, whatever. Could be. I'm not saying that is wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it is unlikely, right? And I was extremely bullish on pDAI because the narrative was fucking amazing. The fact that you could build somehow. I'm not even going to the peg thing, and I think I not right now, but if there was no exploit, I think there could be a way of actually doing that, right? Many different ways of actually achieving that, right? In different ways. So people were saying like, no, it's impossible, you don't understand math. No, bro, you don't understand fucking math, and you don't understand there's like tons of ways of doing that, of achieving a sort of peg, a sort of parity without being, direct, at least in the way that you consider, like, direct, right? So it is what it is. And again, this was just like discussions, right? And the fact that people even keeping the discussions, that's so fucking lame. Especially like they call themselves Hexicans and OGs and all that shit, and then they were the ones gatekeeping the conversations. That's why I don't like these people, man. That's why I don't follow the Matties and Exologies. I don't follow any of them. They're entertainers. Like, sure, they're cool. Let them do their talks and shit, but I don't like. They don't give any knowledge or anything. Like, they're just parrots. Like, sorry, man. I'm being objective, man. I'm being extremely objective. I don't mean to hurt their feelings. They blocked me, obviously, right? Obviously, right? Because when you have people telling, like, the truth, nobody likes it. Nobody likes it because they feel attacked. Oh, he's attacking me. They're like, no, bro. Like, no, not. It's like saying we are the retarded chain. And I actually had people that were offended. I was like, bro, I am on the retarded chain. I am the retarded too. Do you not understand that? Do you think I am special? No, I am not. So yeah, that's why I think it's actually hard to find people that give you like some sort of real alpha. Besides, like, just buy a hodl. Yeah, okay. Everybody can say that, right? That's not the hard part, right? Buy and stake it. Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the great advice. Sure, I could figure that myself, alone. But yeah, that's why, like, for example, the pDAI was great advice, but do you think any of these guys actually cared and like to think about it, to think with their fucking brains? No, they were like, oh, let me have this Pulsechain thing just for hex. Like, are you retarded? Are you actually fucking stupid? Do you have a brain, bro? Do you have a brain, or like no? You just pretend you have a head just because you look nice, Like, come on, man, use your fucking brain, like, we have a chain. It's not for one asset or two assets. It's for like as many products as possible. So, and when you had this narrative about like a meme coin that actually had stablecoin technology, right? And that there was an AMA bot, like, sweeping the liquidity of like a lot of DeFi protocols, including this one, right? You kind of like, if you don't think there's like a reason for that, if you don't think there was a strategy behind it, then you're stupid. Sorry, man, because there was. And there's like fingerprints everywhere that there was a plan. You can deal with the fact that something went wrong, which is fine, but stating that oh, see, this went wrong, so you're stupid. No, bro. Something went wrong, which happens, doesn't mean that there wasn't a plan for this, right? Do you think that RH would just create fucking copies just for the sake of creating copies? Do you think that was the thing that he envisioned? You fucking retarded person. No, man, it wasn't. I don't to be like a fucking brilliant guy like Richard to understand that. That's so basic, man. That's basic stuff. Even I understand it, man. Even I. Man, sorry for the rant, guys. I'm just tired. And this is like not even like new stuff, right? That we're discussing, but yeah, but the prices are so down. Like, what else do we have to discuss? So, actually, it's good that this is the proper time to rant. Actually, I just changed my mind. I just upgraded my worldview. Now, this is the perfect time to rant. When prices are going high, I won't have the chance to rant, right? Because we'll be happy and like only talking about prices going higher and how high they're gonna go, etc. So we'll have tons of like topics to discuss. We'll be how high the prices will go, and then like we'll be crazy about all that stuff. So for now, it's important to focus, since we're like all down, right? Like, at least for me, it's important to focus on the stupid shit that we've been doing, so that we try to improve ourselves, right? Not to do the same stupid shit all over again, right? Because I kind of think that we are, and I see the same people doing the same shit all over again, right? Because imagine this whole pit, I think there was an expert in itself, like looking off, saying like kind of like, okay, I kind of learned that I need to upgrade my worldview because even though that pDAI did not work, it showed me that there could have been a plan, and so maybe for the future I'll pay attention to other things. No. Do you think that's what they learned? No. Buy cars. That was the fucking conclusion. Buy cars, buy cars, buy cars. You see, they are retarded. They don't learn. That's what I'm telling you, man. That's why I think that. Why do you follow these people? It's like I don't get it, man. It's insane. They're good entertainers, though. They're good entertainers, and I like that they keep doing what they're doing because it will help my banks, right? But at the end, they're not really adding anything new, right? They're not like participating or making the discussion improve in any way, right? They're just parroting, right? Parroting. Yeah, it is what it is. But on the other hand, there's also very cool people, like, who actually think, and they're actually on Pulsechain, right? And they do have a brain, and they use that brain, right, to try to improve the conversation. They're not afraid of asking questions. They're not afraid of moving the discussion forward, right? Even when it upsets everybody else, right? And I like those people because they don't give a shit. They just want to keep the party going, and that's why I'm here, man. That's literally why I'm here. So I think that if I joined this cult, the Pulsechain cult, just to buy 4 coins, man, I would kill myself. That's so fucking boring, man. It's less than boring, man. It's that's uninteresting in every fucking level, in my opinion, right? Just uninteresting. But yeah, this is just Pedro's opinion, right? My opinion, which is irrelevant anyways, man. I'm a nobody. Nobody cares. And so, like, my opinion matters zero, literally zero. But I do have one, so I'm going to share it with you because you chose to be here. You are a nice, smart person, and you chose to be here. By the way, did you guys click the like button? You need to share and click the like because I want to feed the algorithm. Sorry, I was just adjusting the music here. Kind of stopped. I don't know why. All right, better now. So guys, yes, we do have a bunch of builders, cool and smart people that I think want to move the space forward. And they're still sticking around, right? A lot of them have been ostracized, obviously, right? Because God forbid that they try to build something, right? God forbid. But they're still here somehow, and yeah, I hope they stay here. Like a lot of them, like for example, Deepcatcher, right? Everybody hates him, right? Or Gold Key, and I know, man, they're like soy boys in many ways, but they're good builders, man, and they create nice products, and it's good to have them, right? It's good to have them, even though we don't agree on many things, right? But that doesn't matter. They're still great builders, right? There's a difference, like, because sometimes there's people that we don't agree with, but they actually have a purpose here, and they actually do something good, and there's others that just like there's no purpose here. But if like you went away, that would be awesome for everybody. Like not the case, for example, Deepcatcher, right? And many other builders, right? Many others. So I do think we have an excellent community in that sense. And we have crazy people, right? We have this crazy army of people who just won't quit, like no matter the price. I think it's even it's even more aggressive than the XRP army, right? Because like the people here actually are here for the right reasons, and that's so fucking important. They're here for the right reasons, like freedom of speech, freedom of movement, immutability, decentralization, like the core values. This is the chain where I still see more people interested in core values, privacy. Like, we love the price. We all know that. When we want the price to pump, we all know that. But like those conversations still happen, right? And we see this like with the pDAI thing, like everybody comes around and like the conclusion is like, guys, this is freedom of speech, right? And then the people that are the most ostracized, even with the coin being exploited on Pulsechain, I think are actually the people that are against pDAI, right? Because even with the coin being exploited, most of the people outside see, they're just communicating stuff. Nobody's forcing anybody to buy, right? And I'm sure Somi has his strategy. I'm sure Somi has levels that he will sell. I don't give a shit about that, right? That's not doesn't mean that he doesn't believe what he's saying, right? So like this applies to many other people, even the people like promoting stuff that I don't like, the HOA guys, right? When I say don't like, I mean the concepts, the ideas. Not that the products that they have are good or bad, right? I'm not saying that. Just the starting point where they come from. Like, oh, Richard is bad and he's doing everything wrong. I don't like the starting point, so that's why that's our disagreement. But it's like, I'm not saying that they're bad people, right? They're building stuff, and I like that, and they're actually attracting communities, right? So I do have respect for that. Believe it or not, I have respect for that. I don't block the HOA guys, right? I might not like what they say, but I don't block. It's like, let them speak, right? Let them like say whatever they want. They're building stuff, and I think they're attracting communities, right? Even though the values that they're like, I'm not going to say proposing, but the values that they're kind of based on are like a bit anti-Richard, right? Not anti-Pulsechain or anything, just anti-Richard in the sense that they see Richard as the entity that is failing a lot, right? And I don't agree, and I just don't agree with that, right? So yeah, but I respect that community, like as many other communities, right? So, and I think Pulsechain does have that excellent communities building stuff, and again, like with prices so low. We go to the X screener and Pulsechain is like number 5, right, in all the chains, and that's insane. That's insane. All-time lows, and we're like still number 5. This is like that's why I'm not leaving. That's why impossible that I'm leaving. It's literally impossible that I'm leaving. Impossible. Under these circumstances, it's impossible. On no exchanges whatsoever. Like nobody likes us. Gate kept from even wallets, and still go to the X screener, and we're there. We're like on the top 5. So like, just it's like everybody's making this game so easy for me. It's like so easy. At this point in time, I should be doubting my decisions. I should be like, damn, what have I done with my fucking life? Why, like, this has been going down for so, like, no, not at all, right? This is like so easy. It's like looking at the chart and looking at the reality, and I'm like, look, interesting. There's something here that doesn't match. So, yeah, I'll just buy more. Thank you for the discount, guys. Thank you. Yeah. So super easy in that sense, right? Because you kind of see that there's something that's not doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't make sense. The price is not matching the reality in terms of engagement, activity, like not at all, right? So I'm like, this is actually bullish. This is actually extremely bullish. PulseX did more fees than Ethereum, right? Not more fees, sorry, but it was very close to Ethereum at some point. So it's like, are you crazy, man? This is insane. This is absolutely fucking insane. If you told me that 2 years ago, I would say like, whoa, that moment when PulseX does that is probably the best time to sell. Whoa. And it's actually the opposite. It's one of the best time to buy. And I was like, when I had this realization, I was like, damn, I would have never ever had predicted this, like in a million years. I'm sure I would never have predicted this. Impossible for me to predict this, like ever. I would never come to that conclusion. So that's why I'm telling you guys, this like Pulsechain has metrics that they're just too fucking hot, man. They're just too hot, and I need to buy more. I just need to buy more, guys. So I'm just I'll have to buy more when this ends. I think I'll just buy more, I guess, again and again and again and again until it pumps. That's it. That's the game that we're playing right here, guys. So 2 more weeks, and then number go up, moon, stratosphere, fucking Mars, boom. Yes, something like that. So just tight. I know this was a shorter episode today, but cut me some slack, guys. I'm a little bit tired, and there's not much going on, I guess. Everybody's complaining about Rabbi, so just let them be. We keep building, and before we go, super important, don't forget, leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell. I never say this, but if you click the bell, you know exactly when I start, and you don't miss the rant. You cannot miss these rants. These rants are great. You just have fun, and you can rant with me if you want to rant on the chat, call people names, like insult me. It's fine. I don't care. I just want us to engage, guys. I want this engagement to keep the discussion going, to move the conversation. I'm an easygoing guy, and I understand usually I understand like the other side. Even if I don't agree, I have the capacity to actually understand and to put myself in like your shoes. So yeah, that's why I like that's why I started to doing this, so that we can have good conversations, and that hopefully you guys can tell me stuff that will change my mind, that will make me think, that will make doubt my own decisions, because that's what I like to do. I kind of like to reach a point where I'm doubting myself. I'm like, damn, was this really the right decision? I like that. It means we're moving forward. Anyways, guys, I'll leave you with the usual commercials. Ooh, many talking about pDAI all the time, but look, my USDT bag made 10x in 5 days. Nice, sir. Congratulations. That's good, sir. That is very good. That is very good. I'm happy and I'm proud and I'm excited for that. That means that is extremely good. We have tokens doing 10x in fucking 5 days, guys. That is crazy. It's crazy. It's a good sign. It's a sign we are here to pump the fucking chain. People want that. So just fucking hang tight for a little longer, like our good friend Red Bull Vodka, who has been here since day one, holding, buying more, buying the right coins, as you can see, guys, doing 10x's. So come on, this is the place to be. Docile, you just got here. Sorry, man, I've been here ranting for 1 hour. So you need to go back, watch the stream, leave a like immediately. Even before you start, you just need to leave a like right now. And then share it to your friends and tell friends, like, this guy is going to rant, so let's watch it together. Because I did rant a lot today, so we're going to have fun watching this. Check out Oink. Yeah, I heard it. I think I'd seen Oink in the past, right? Yeah, but it already pumped a lot, so not. It was interesting before the pump, right? Now that it pumped a lot, less interesting. I like to buy things that haven't pumped. That's usually the best case scenario. But Oink pumped a lot. Oink pumped a lot. So if you did buy it before the pump, congratulations, sir, because you did very, very well. You did very well. Tech Dude, if you're here tomorrow, I will add it to the. I'll add it to the watch list so that we can watch it together. Oink, and any other coins that you guys like, we can watch some. Tell me first, because I like to do my own research. I don't do live, show this coin and live. Nah, I don't do that shit. I like to research and see if I like it. If I like it, sure. If I don't like it, probably not. You know how I am, guys. Sorry, man. I'm very transparent and honest, and that's just my style, guys. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't get angry at me. That's not my goal. My goal is for us to be friends together. Now we're not friends, actually. We're soldiers, we're brother in arms, because we are in the fucking trenches. We're literally dirt, digging deep, completely, filled with mud in the trenches, man, suffering. And that's why we're gonna be blood brothers, because we're gonna suffer together through these dire times. And we're gonna make it out alive. Yes, we're gonna do it together, guys. So stay there, speak tomorrow, and enjoy the commercials, because I'm gonna play a couple before we go. And yeah, we'll speak tomorrow, guys. Let me just stop this music, and thank you for being there. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. Yes, digital food soldiers, sir. Exactly, Red Bull Vodka. And of course, guys, thank you, Red Bull Vodka. Thank you, Tech Dude. Thank you, Docile. Even though you just got here, how could you, sir? You know that I start religiously every day, 23:30, 11:30 p.m. GMT, every single night, except Sundays, right? Usually Sundays I'm not here, right? It's like, come on. You gotta cut me some slack. Guys. I need some rest. I do need some rest from time to time. And now that the sun is out in sunny Lisbon, I think I'm gonna be even more energetic and excited, because like these past few weeks, months, it has been quite dark, quite cloudy, raining, and oh my god, I was tired of this winter, man. I need the sun. I need the sunny Lisbon to shine some brand fresh ideas into my brain. That's what I need. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. And yes, I think we had a great time. Digital foot soldiers, exactly. Red Bull vodka, Tech Dude, Fugly as always, TS Pedro, Scotty Scott. Oh, and we got some new people, by the way. DJ Polly, thank you for being here too, sir. And we'll speak tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Ciao. Forgot about the music, sorry guys. Bye bye. Yes, okay, there we go. All right, now it's proper goodbye. Ciao.
Underestimate the power of the pDAI.
I think it's time we blow this scene, get everybody in the stuff together.
ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな空気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが届いています。今週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は気温が高くなって寒くな